Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your boy, The Sean Davey Way Show. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in and tap that bell if you would like to be notified of all of our future content. Today, I bring you another surviving TikTok delusional couples, and this time we will talk about Chrisean, aka Ronnie Doe, and Chrisean Rock. There has been a lot of questions in the comments about Ronnie Doe's family and how they feel about Chrisean Rock, Chrisean Jr., and Chrisean's passing. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but we will focus on Chrisean Jr. because again, that is why I'm doing these videos. Before we get into the video, I would like to comment on a few past videos that we have made about Chrisean Jr. I'll state it again. The reason I am doing these videos to create awareness for what's going on with Chrisean Jr. is because it is overlooked. Chrisean Jr. has no peace in his life. Before he was born and after he was born, his life has been completely chaotic and he does not understand anything that is going on around him. I am not these other content creators that run around all day BlueFace and Chrisean and keeping up with fake drama for clout, views, and money. That is all BlueFace and Chrisean do. They run around with these antics so that people can continuously pay attention to them so they can monetize off of fake situations that they are putting together and publicizing in a very toxic way. BlueFace and Chrisean are embarrassment. This is why awareness is needed, because BlueFace and Chrisean's drama always overshadows what's going on with this baby. They are clout chasing off a disabled child. I am talking about Chrisean Jr. because he is added as an element. He is consistently on camera. There are videos that are being spread about him on a day-to-day basis. They keep making sure that they make their arguments, make their content, and make whatever they're trying to make money off of. They make the baby the center focus of it. Then it is ignored once their drama kicks off. So one minute everybody's like, oh, poor Chrisean Jr., he needs help. We need to do something. They need to do something about the baby. And then BlueFace is in the club with nasal he, and all of a sudden, nobody focuses on the fact that Chrisean Jr. still needs help. This is where the awareness kicks in. Focus on Chrisean Jr. Who cares what BlueFace and Chrisean have going on if it does not involve getting this baby help? So for the individuals that feel that I am trying to exploit this baby, his parents are exploiting him. Chrisean exploits him again. He does not have to be on camera. We do not have to see him. They make it that way. So if you feel like Sean needs to stop talking about Chrisean Jr. because he's making money off of a baby, it's weird that y'all don't say that about BlueFace and Chrisean. If I make a video about them, no one asks if I'm donating the proceeds of my video to BlueFace and Chrisean. No, not at all. But I talk about the baby, and then all of a sudden it's, are you going to send money? Why would I do that? Are you kidding me? I am not exploiting the child. I'm not around the child. We see the child on a consistent basis, a day-to-day basis. So why can I not speak of what they show? I can talk about their drama, but I can't talk about the baby? Weird. Make it make sense. Halo, which is DDG, and Holly's baby, everybody was talking about him. Why? Because we saw him on a consistent basis. Why people aren't talking about Halo anymore is because he's simply not on camera anymore. But no one was talking about the condition that baby Halo was in. He's a beautiful child. He's very well taken care of by his mother and his father. There's no gripe here. There's no reason to try to say, save baby Halo. He's not going through what Chrisean Jr. is going through. So I can understand someone coming through and saying like, well, why do you keep talking about Halo? Yeah, understood. Like, okay, I get it. But there are plenty of fan pages and things like that of people speaking of celebrity children. I am not one of those bloggers. I like to create awareness to a situation that is bad, and I am hopeful that it will turn good. So that is what I am doing here with Chrisean Jr., and I will not stop talking about this baby until he gets help. Again, I'm not like these other content creators. I could care less what BlueFace and Chrisean have going on. I want this baby to be okay. Also, shout out to all of the people in the comments that were speaking on baby Chrisean's clubbed feet. I am not stating in the video, if you listen to it, like listen to all of it, not just the parts you want to reply to. If you listen to the video, I stated that there is corrective surgery that the baby can get, the sooner the better. And there's also orthopedic shoes and whatnot that he can wear to correct his feet. The sooner, the better. Chrisean is doing nothing to try to correct anything with baby Chrisean because she wants the world to think that he is A-okay when we can all visibly see that he is not. If she got these things taken care of now, then he would be able to excel. He will be able to be a little bit more independent and all of those things. Walk, all of that, but it's hard to do when nothing is being done. This baby is supposed to be seeing specialists due to the doxed information that was out there about him, his prognosis, diagnoses, illnesses. All of that is on display. And I believe that that is truly Chrisean Jr.'s paperwork. It makes complete sense. And it's from a doctor's perspective, not some random fan or a random subscriber or a random content creator. No, this is from the hospital. So yes, I believe it. So this is the point of creating awareness so that Chrisean or Chrisean's family can see that this baby truly needs help and he needs it immediately. The sooner the better. She is holding him back in life by not getting these things done. Also, she can prove a point and remove accountability for what she inflicted on this child. So again, yes, club feet can be taken care of, can be managed through surgery or corrective shoes, not just walking the baby around, flailing him around, stuffing his feet in shoes that he's not supposed to. That will fix nothing. That will make things worse. Okay? Still, I digress. I love you all. Thank you all for your support. Let's get into this video. First proportion of this video will be about Ronnie and an update on what happened to him and has any suspects been arrested or named. On February 3rd, 2025, at approximately 7:10 p.m., officers responded for a report of multiple shots fired in the area of Severn Tree Boulevard and Sea Pine Circle in Severn. Responding officers discovered a male victim lying on the ground in the front of the home in the 1700 block of Sea Pine Circle with an apparent wound. Officers administered medical aid to the victim, who was transported by fire department personnel to the University of Maryland, Baltimore, Washington Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. The victim was identified as 24-year-old Karan Mackay Khan of Severn, Maryland. The Anne Arundel County Police Homicide Unit assumed responsibility for the investigation. Homicide detectives and evidence collected unit personnel arrived on scene where multiple items of evidence were collected at the scene of the crime. Several witnesses were located and interviewed regarding the unaliving. The preliminary investigation indicates this was a targeted incident and not a random act of violence. Side note, there has been a small update in the Karan Khan, aka Ronnie Doe case. The witnesses that spoke to the police, one of them stated they saw the vehicle earlier that day. So it gives that the person was casing the area looking for Ronnie. The other witnesses stated that Ronnie was unalived alone. He was not outside with like a group of people or anything like that. So it does give that someone was waiting for him. The vehicle was not announced by police, which is weird to me. It's like, why not say the vehicle that the person was in? This wasn't an act of someone walking up, doing this to Ronnie, and then running away. No, not at all. This was done by vehicle. Another thing that I find suspicious is that the witnesses, I don't know if they're doing this out of fear or what, but they did not mention the vehicle, because if they did, then the police would have been looking for it. It would have been a tip that the police would have been looking for to find that vehicle as soon as possible so that they can get the people that are attached to it. They didn't have a license plate number or anything like that. The reason, again, I think this is weird, because they said they saw the car that day. Before Ronnie was unalived, the vehicle was seen. So very put off by that. I just wonder again if these witnesses are just fearful of this happening to them. I mean, look what happened to Ronnie. And as of now, the people that did this to Ronnie have gotten away with it. The witnesses also stated that it was more than one person inside of the vehicle. None of the people have been identified, nor has the police gained any other leads since the witnesses came forward and corroborated their statements. So as of right now, this is still an unsolved case, and the police do not exactly know who did this. But I contacted this county and they stated they have been given some tips, but the police is withholding said information until they finish conducting their investigation. So prayers to Ronnie and prayers to Ronnie's family. As of now, the people that did this to Ronnie are still at large. A lot of people have expressed that they don't feel that the police are doing everything that they need to do in this case when it comes to Ronnie, with them having no suspects, etc. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not necessarily true. Did you know that the police have tapped the phone of QUEL, who is the friend of Chrisean? A very close friend of Chrisean's, a friend that would do anything for her. He is gang related from what is being stated in the streets, and the police have viewed him as a number one suspect besides Chrisean. I do feel that Chrisean is a suspect, but until they have further proof or evidence that she's involved, there's not much that they can do until then. But QUEL has been questioned by the police. They have been to his home multiple times and brought him down to the police station with some questions.
One of them locked up for attempt murder, other one locked up for some other shit. Police tapping my phone, watching me, cause I'm the one these niggas called. They got me on investigation. I got so much shit going on, trying to get his lawyer money for this and this. Cause I'm not going to talk to no homicide detectives. Then, like, y'all got a nigga, Ronnie, y'all got to hold it, go back live for this one. Like, this shit really crazy. Like, y'all want to speak to me about some shit I don't know about. All cause when I roll a blunt or smoke a rod. But I'm sure, like, if y'all watching, cause y'all only doing this shit off YouTube and motherfuckers keep calling them bitch ass YouTube motherfuckers. I had posted on my YouTube what I was doing at 7 or whatever. But I know how they work. I go on that bitch, they gonna want my phone data. Like, it's gonna be too much, bro. All because the internet blew me trolling up. That's why I need like clean lessons and shit like that. I need motherfuckers to apologize, get on this bitch and say they know I didn't do it. Feel me? There's no way they knocking on my people's door looking for me. Call this number. So now I gotta ride out I gotta go to Columbia, but I gotta ride out. I forgot the number of the district. It's in my phone, the district. Gotta ride out this fucking district. And see what the fuck that tech is talking about. That's wild, bro. All because motherfuckers be on this bitch. Just anything, bro. Like, and I know, one reason I'm thinking I might be cool and they might not be on no bullshit trying to lock me up because they said it was just one of the questions. Feel me? Like, I'm smoking around. Alright, y'all mad because I'm about to light this dumb ass up. Look, burn this dumb ass up. I'm gonna tell them, content creator, bro. That's what we do. We live. I don't got nothing to do with it. I don't know nothing. I know he died over $30. I ain't even saying that because that's the police coming, y'all. But this is shit y'all entertain, bro. When these grown ass people just and if y'all don't know it's true or y'all don't even think that, y'all gotta start speaking up, bro. Cause the only thing we doing, bro, we gonna lose Ronnie, and then if they lock me up for false imprisonment and shit like that, we gonna lose a black man and send an innocent black man to jail. Cause he got on here live joking, I'm smoking on Ronnie pad. Y'all took that round with it. Then I don't know if it's about $100,000. I was geeking when I said nigga BlueFace got $100,000. I don't know if it's, I don't know if they just trying to see what I want to say, see what I know. I don't know. Push that like button, yo. So when I get down here, if I can record it, I'm gonna try to record this shit for real. They ship over at 5:34, 36, something shit. They ship over, so I dial free. But I can't catch a break. Got them people at my grandmother shit. Not on my address, man. Attack in a fucking, what you say they was in a Durango? A silver Durango, knocking on my door. Hey, Mr. Jones here? Yeah, tell Mr. Jones, ooh, this is my business card. Like, what, bro? Y'all really want to talk to me? What is it to talk about? Oh, y'all. Now, this why, and then I feel like, all right, you stop going on YouTube after that shit. It just certain shit that make me look guilty. And now, I'm coming back to YouTube, so my shit will be documented when I'm outside doing this, bro, because I'm back on the tube, bro. I'm gonna go out here in Southern Maryland. I would rather go to this precinct. And I'm already dealing with some other shit from jail phone conversations that the police. Oh my, like, it's too much. It's real, yo. Like, Queen Lexus, yo. Queen Lexus. All them faggy ass motherfuckers that were on here really saying, I'm trying to QUEL get it. Come on, yo. This shit wrong, yo. That shit wrong, bro. Like, boy, yo, like, y'all, if y'all can't see it, they controlling and just fucking with y'all. Like, y'all believing in it, so I'm trolling y'all. Like, y'all don't see a nigga trolling, then I don't know what the fuck else to say, because that's wild, bro. Y'all niggas caught, no, bro. I know niggas caught him down. I know. He got killed February, March, April, May, June, July. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. 5 months, bro. Come on, bro. 5 months. Hey, that shit. Am I under arrest? No, I'm leaving. I'm ready to leave. Well, they don't got nothing to do with that. Real. That shit crazy. Like, if I'd have known the Rock Tards, the Queen Lexus and all them was gonna make videos saying I did it, I wouldn't even came to the YouTube trolling around it. I'd have left it on my Instagram or I would have came to that. But since that's what y'all want, that's what y'all got, bro. Y'all reporting it to the police shit, smoking that Ronnie pack. It's cool, because I got the spray record the Queen Lexus. You said it out your mouth. I did it, bro. Real shit, bro. I can talk to my father. It's about to take me. That's permission and character. I'm telling you, bro. So am I. But you put my life in jeopardy. Yeah. Doing a life in jeopardy, all that. So, I'm gonna see y'all. I'll be back by y'all. I'm gonna take care of the BS.
On Adapted Mind.
I know that was harder to hear. There's a lot going on with the background of this video, but I will explain as much as I can. So QUEL is a longtime friend of Chrisean Rock and her family. He's no stranger to getting in trouble. He's also no stranger to violence. Allegedly, QUEL was on social media because of Chrisean and some questions were asked of him of Ronnie, and he feels that social media content creators on YouTube and on TikTok gave the police the tip that they need to speak to him, feeling that he is the suspect. He comes live and he is yelling at some of the content creators that he feels contacted the police to let the police know. He feels that if he would have never came forward and done certain interviews, that the police would not be viewing him as a suspect. I feel that he is a suspect, and I do think that he is lying, because if social media was enough to have police tap his phone and bring him in for questioning multiple times, then why haven't they done that to Chrisean? Chrisean is the #1 suspect on the internet with internet detectives and police that did something to Ronnie Doe. I'm even one of those people as well that feels that she has had a lot to do with it. It may have had QUEL do this to Ronnie. Now, again, I do not believe QUEL. I do think that if he didn't do this, then he knows exactly who did. Again, the police would not be zeroing in on this individual if they felt he had nothing to do with it. Police also would not zero in on this individual just because of a tip that they got from a content creator off of social media. This is bigger than that, to make the police react again. If that was enough to have certain content creators come forward and say, you did this, then Chrisean should be already arrested and behind bars. Let me know what you think in the chat. Do you think that QUEL had anything to do with this? Or do you think that this is just simply a mistake? Again, I feel where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't feel that the police would be targeting this individual if he had nothing to do with it. Again, he either did it or knows who did. I digress. Let's keep going. Speaking of Ronnie's family, I do think it's important to hear how the family feels about Karan's passing. So let's get into someone that was very close to him and what he had to say about Ronnie's passing. 24-year-old Karan Makai Khan, aka Ronnie Doe, has been unalived in Maryland. Ronnie, who was TV personality Chrisean Rock's ex-boyfriend, passed away at approximately 7:10 p.m. on February 3rd, 2025. This comes weeks after he claimed he is the father of Chrisean Rock's son, not rapper BlueFace. Ronnie's uncle took to Facebook to announce his sad passing. This feels like a nightmare. I've been up crying all night. I'm not supposed to bury you, nephew. You supposed to bury me, Ronnie's uncle wrote. Karan, before Elijah was born, you were the closest I had to a son. I haven't felt like this since I lost my father. I watched you grow up and been there every step of the way. It hurts so bad that your life was taken, but I know you're at peace now. I'm praying for justice so we can all have closure. I love you and will truly miss you. R.I.P. Karan, nephew. Definitely reached out to Devon, which is Karan's uncle, just to get some feedback on how he feels and if they have any more information about this ongoing investigation, and is there anything that we can do as a public to help out. So once I get the response from him, I will definitely let you all know what Devon has to say, and I just feel horribly. So he definitely wants Karan to have justice, and he wants the family to be able to have peace. But as of now, again, this is still an ongoing investigation. When things like this happen, it's word of mouth and also word on the street. Word on the street is that this was gang related and that Chrisean Rock had everything to do with Ronnie's passing. Besides Ronnie's funeral, his mother has not spoken out much, but it doesn't mean that she's not here for the subliminals. When Ronnie was taken, she made a post that said, y'all really unalived my son. And not only that, she put up a post of Ronnie and she was playing Jaden Alexis's song. What do you feel like that means? My opinion, I feel that she was playing Jaden's song because Jaden and Chrisean are ops of one another. I believe that Karan's mom believes that Chrisean had everything to do with her son being unalived.
And my perspective is like this. Shorty literally came to her on the mills. She tried to flex her muscle, do all that little weird, not knowing that I'm on her. You get what I'm saying? Not knowing that I'm already seeing everything that's going on before it even go on. You get what I'm saying? So she thinking like, all right, she's slick, she this, she that, but she not even knowing like, shorty, I'm already on you. I knew you been out here since you checked off the plane. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a dark conversation like, shorty, you get, and yeah, I had my mask on. Okay. I approach her. Cool. She straight hits me with the, oh my God, like, she was frightened. You get what I'm saying? She wasn't expecting me to pull up on her and check her temperature. So I pulled up. I'm like, can we talk? Talk about what? Let's not be childish. Let's talk like adults. I'm not trying to blow your spot up. I'm not trying to make a scene. I'm trying to talk to you one-on-one as an adult, away from your little friends. Cause they don't lay wood that how they would. They don't got like I do. So they don't, you get what I'm saying? We not ready to do that, Ronnie. We not ready to do what? Not ready to do what? Ain't nobody doing nothing to y'all. I'm trying to talk like an adult. Right? Right. Talking about something, oh, we not ready to do that, Ronnie. Shorty. Mind your business and hold Junior, but you get your, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm dead serious. I'm not playing with you. Stay in your lane. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Not the yes man. I'm talking to her directly. So, you get what I'm saying? She got what? Estrogen. She ain't got no testosterone. She ain't got balls like me. So, I'm not even trying to get on that with her. She's a female at the end of the day. But she need to mind her business at the end of the day. So, now, they try to act all scared. Now they try to act like, oh, Ronnie geeking, Ronnie tripping. Now they running in Subway. Running in Subway. How do we end up in the storage room in Subway? I'm in the back with the bread and the cheese and the loaves at. At this point, I had to pull my phone out. Because now, what's going to happen is, she's going to try to play police games, trying to say, oh, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that, knowing damn well I ain't do nothing. So yeah, I pulled my phone out. Now I'm recording. So we have my side of things. We have their side of things. And we have the truth. You get what I'm saying? Now, Crystal handing Junior off to somebody else. I'm not getting aggressive. I'm not trying to put Junior in danger. So I'm chilling. But I'm talking to Chrisean. Cool. We in these people workplace. They back making Italian cold cuts, cheesesteaks, and we in the mix. Right next to them. We ain't putting no cheesesteaks together. We ain't cutting no bread. We ain't laying no mayo. Why is we in Subway behind the counter? We ain't got no business back here. Let's get out of here. So I'm like an adult and I tell them, let's go. So now she's looking for the nearest security guard, the nearest police. Cool. I don't know him. Okay. Now we call security. So now we walking out of Subway because now we doing too much. So we find the super cop, super security guard. Now he want his moment. He know he gonna be on the internet today. Cool. Stay with me, yo. Shorty goes to the police, looks the police directly in his face and say, I don't know him, he's harassing me. So now the police like, all right, she got a baby, it's a bunch of females, it's this man, he got a mask on, all right, let's see what's to it. So now I'm trying to talk to the police and tell them like, look, yo, I'm not trying to do nothing to nobody, I'm not trying to harm nobody. At the end of the day, I got a process server here. I'm trying to serve this lady her paperwork. I'm not trying to directly serve her. I'm trying to get her served. Cool. So now I'm like, yo, I'm really like surprised and I'm really like frustrated, angry, disappointed. Cause I'm like, yo, how is you sitting right here acting like you don't know me? You just posted messages of me and you talking last year, and you deleted a whole bunch of messages making it look like I'm talking to myself. Now you don't know me? I just brought you through the hood, had you at the store taking pictures with the kids. Now you don't know me? All right, cool. I'm not tripping off of that. Cool. So now the police is like, all right, woo. So now the mall cop, he getting all on his super stuff. He acting all aggressive, putting his hands on me, all that. Cool. I'm like, sir, like, you don't even know. Like, my neck and my back is seriously injured right now. I got in a car accident, bro. You sitting there putting your hands on me, doing all this extra stuff because I'm trying to be a father. Cool. Allied security ain't got no business putting their on you as a shopper in a Rundle Mills mall. You get what I'm saying? So we going straighten that. That ain't even here nor there. They like, get out. I'm like, yo, I got water on my feet. Your super cop just poured all this water, just knocked the table over, like my shoes messed up. Like I can't even walk, bro. I'm doing a moonwalk in this motherfucker. You feel me? Like I'm doing a moonwalk in this joint like I'm in the Jackson 5 or something. So I'm like, all right, bro. Like I can't even, like, let me like get my foot in. Like I don't even got no grip. You get what I'm saying? So my name. She like, yeah, he on probation, but if it ain't no charges, he can go. He's cool. Obviously, I'm here.
In December of 2024 was the infamous incident where Karan was told that Chrisean was at the mall with Chrisean Jr. So he went down there to try to have a conversation with her and also try to get her served so that he could get a DNA test for Chrisean Jr. I don't feel that it is a coincidence that weeks later in February, he was deceased. Remember, Ronnie passed away February 3rd, the beginning of February. And this incident occurred towards the end of December. And then not even a month or so later, Ronnie's gone in the same area that both of them are from. After Chrisean has threatened multiple people, and Karan being one of them, during the incident with Karan and Chrisean at the mall, Chrisean called the police on Ronnie, and she also made it seem as if she didn't even know who he was. Like he was a complete stranger walking up on her and her child.
For life, son, for life.
Niggas not proud, but we ain't ready. Know that better days coming.
Love you, for life, son, for life.
Niggas not proud, but we ain't ready. Know that better days coming.
Ron had a GoFundMe after he passed that reached up to $16,000 for his burial, etc. Chrisean donated nothing, and Chrisean also did not attend Ronnie's funeral. That gives guilt. This is somebody you dated. This is somebody you were friends with. This is somebody that was there during the birth of your son. All of these things, and she tries to make it seem like they had an okay relationship and that she has so much love for him in one breath, and then in the next breath she'll act like she hated him. So why would you not attend the funeral? Why would you not air your grievances to the family and whatnot? Why would you not do any of those things if you had nothing to do with this man passing away? Guilty people do those things. The majority of the time when someone takes someone's life, they do not attend the funeral. Or if they've had their life taken, they don't attend the funeral either. The guilt is too much. Chrisean knew that if she would have went to that funeral, that the family would have handled her, because the family feels that she had everything to do with Karan passing away. Chrisean, in my opinion, allegedly, this is all alleged, had many reasons to take Ronnie out. The number one reason, obvious, is that she didn't want everyone to find out that Ronnie was the biological father of her son, Chrisean Jr. The second reason is in 2025, who gets out of jail? BlueFace. And Chrisean is desperate to have people believe that BlueFace is the biological father of her son, Chrisean Jr., and we all know that to not be true. If you need further proof, allow me to give it to you. On the show Crazy in Love with BlueFace and Chrisean, which they did 2 seasons of, at the end of the season 2, Chrisean gave BlueFace the DNA results to the baby, and this DNA test was conducted while Chrisean was still pregnant with Chrisean Jr. The results stated that 99.9% BlueFace was not excluded as the father. Not BlueFace was the father, but he was excluded as the father. We all did our internet due diligence like most content creators do and contacted the department where Chrisean went and got the DNA test done. Here is one of the phone calls that was made to the same county that Chrisean had those papers done.
I'm alone.
Not what pops up for me.
I mean, the mother is Chrisean Malone. Do you need the date of birth as well?
Yeah, the case number you gave me didn't match that patient.
So case number 3821221 does not match a Chrisean Eugene Malone, born on March 14, 2000.
No.
What about a Jonathan Porter?
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with the case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was a blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No. Completely different year, actually.
All right, thank you.
Notice in the video, the same number, case number, that is on top of the DNA test does not exist with Chrisean as the mother and BlueFace as the alleged father. These are doctored papers that do not exist. Let's get into the call. Notice with this phone call, while the caller is speaking to the county representative, she states that the case number is real. The only problem is the Chrisean Malone part and the Jonathan Porter part are not. The case number is for another couple. It's for another mother and another father that took a DNA test, which means this was doctored by Zeus Network. Not by Chrisean because she's too slow. This was done by someone that was trying to prove a point, and that all goes back to Lemmy. So Lemmy trying to make it seem like he's so innocent and whatnot. No, you are absolute trash for creating a fake paternity test so that you can keep the show going by exploiting a baby that is born of alcohol fetal. This is the only DNA test to record. This is why Jaden and Carlissa and others keep telling Chrisean to get a DNA.
You don't even know if that's his baby. Get a DNA test, because I don't even make sense.
If she got one and the DNA test proved that BlueFace was the father, then why does the family keep telling her to get one? Why does BlueFace's son not feel that Chrisean Jr. is his brother? Because it's been proven that BlueFace is not the father of Chrisean Jr. One knows that a DNA test will prove that BlueFace is not the father. This is what made it dire that she get rid of Ronnie. Ronnie had to go because, again, if BlueFace isn't the father, who is? With Ronnie publicly fighting hard to prove that he is the father of Chrisean Jr., even getting the system involved that the judge was going to mandate Chrisean to give up the baby's DNA for the father. He went to child support, all of that. Ronnie was really doing what he needed to do to prove that that was his kid. The only way Chrisean could stop him was by death. There was no other way. She had tried everything. I feel like in the background, she was trying to convince Ronnie to stop. She was trying to convince him that the baby was not his, and Ronnie just simply was not going. BlueFace was getting out of jail this year. He had to go. This is a desperation to Chrisean, and desperate times calls for desperate measures. In my opinion, Chrisean was happy when Ronnie was gone. She could breathe a breath of fresh air, knowing that now all she has to do is convince BlueFace that Chrisean Jr. is his. We got Ronnie out of the way. I really feel like this is how she thinks. With Chrisean not being very bright, she has had many slip-ups when it came to the situation with Ronnie. Let's not mention her own sister Taseki stating that, yep, she was supposed to take a DNA test with Ronnie, and then all of a sudden, he is deceased. That is very eye-opening. And Chrisean has made many posts, including making a post stating, be careful, look what happened to my ex. She also made a post saying that she's not worried about anybody that talks about her son because God has a way of taking care of them. She feels that she ain't even got to do anything anymore. Every time somebody talk about her kid, they wind up deceased. Look at her ex, look at yada yada. So she keeps having slip-ups. Not to mention a recent slip-up that she just had when it came to even Playboy Max after the show that they did together. Let's get into what Chrisean had to say about Playboy, but slipped and said Quran.
Oh, Chrisean. Man, you would have had to I would have put you in a boxing ring with somebody. Oh, Chrisean. Man, you would have had to I would have put you in a boxing ring with.
So again, notice the slip up. She said, oh, Quran. She meant, oh, Quran. She didn't mean to say his name at all. That is guilt. When guilt is coming out of you, there's really no way of controlling it when you are trying your hardest to suppress it. Most people that do things this illegal try their hardest to never speak of it. But with Chrisean being less intelligent, it's harder for her to do that. Guilty conscience is really eating at her. She's tried to say to Playboy, I would normally, Chrisean will put you in a boxing ring with somebody. Not at all. Even slipped and said Chrisean will put you in a box, with saying Quran's name prior. So if you put it all together, Quran in a box. Yeah. And she put him there. Just like she was trying to say to Playboy Max, I will put you in a ring, put you in a boxing ring. She keeps slipping up because overall, she put Quran in a box. That is what I got out of her saying what she just said, but tried to flip it and switch it and turn it around and make it seem as if she was saying she would normally put you in a ring with somebody if she was old Chrisean. She'll go get a dude or somebody to take care of you. It's the same sentiment when it comes to Ronnie. She did not like what Ronnie was going around doing. She didn't like what he was saying, and she also didn't want anybody to find out that BlueFace is truly not the father of her kid. See, it's different having something that isn't proven. So with Ronnie being gone, it's a higher probability that it won't be proven that he is the father of Chrisean Jr. So she still gets to have this delusional way of thinking to, now he's gone, I can still say that BlueFace is the father of my son. That's my son's daddy, when we know that that is not true. Chrisean has really been feeling the heat from this Ronnie situation, and people just won't let up because it makes no sense. The man was fine. He comes forward and says that your kid is his. He tries to prove that the kid is his, and then all of a sudden, he's not here anymore. So no one is stupid besides Chrisean, okay? Let's get into Chrisean recently stating that she did nothing to Ronnie, and she actually loved him. Let's get into that.
Daddy, what are you talking about? Quran was not his daddy, and nobody killed him. That nigga died because he died. He get to playing with me on the internet, and he wound up dead. Oh, I did it? No, I didn't. Y'all need to stop doing that. I actually loved Quran, bro. And it's crazy because Quran knew I needed a real nigga in my corner. So I was mad when he died. Because when he started doing that internet shit, he wasn't doing it to help me out. He was doing it for a crowd for help. And he was just crashing.
Saying you did nothing to him, although you are the prime suspect, and that you love him, but you didn't even attend this man's funeral. But you love him, though. You're not guilty, though. You did nothing to him, though. Then why didn't you go to the funeral? You could have at least gave him the DNA test. Why would you not give him the DNA test? Ladies, if a man is saying that a child that you just had is his and you know it's not his, why would you not grant him the DNA test? Give it to him so that he can shut up and get out of your life. you're not the father. What better way of proving that to you than getting a DNA test? Me saying it is not enough. Ladies, I'm sure y'all can attest to the same thing. Saying that the person isn't the father is not enough. Some men are going to want proof that they are not the father, whether they swab the baby on their own or rather you give them permission and y'all go do it together. Either way, saying he's not the father of a person that wants to be a father is not enough. For Chrisean not to give Ronnie Doe the DNA test lets everyone know what everyone is already thinking, that he is the father of the baby. Because what's the fear? If you know for a fact he's not the dad, then just go ahead, take the test. But if you know for a fact he may be, it's a high probability, like a 80 to 90% chance that he is the father, then no, I don't want you to take the DNA test because I don't want you to be my son's father. You are, but I don't want you to be. And that's how Chrisean is. Ronnie was the father of Chrisean Jr. She just didn't want Ronnie to be. You don't get to choose who the father is going to be after you chose to sleep with multiple men. You don't get to do that. I'm going to sleep with 3 or 4 guys, but I want this one to be the daddy. What? Makes no sense at all. Let's get into what Ronnie had to say about DNA and figuring out who is the father of Chrisean Jr. And also notice that Ronnie is speaking on threats in this video. At the beginning, he is stating that someone is after him. Someone is trying to get rid of him. Someone is trying to silence him. Who do you think that was?
This shit really crazy. Can't make this shit up. Ah! Can't make this shit up. Y'all weird as a bitch. Y'all weird as a bitch. You, right there, watching on your motherfucking screen. You. Come on, bro. Stop reporting my live, bro. Is y'all cool? Is y'all good? Like, on a serious note, I want to know why y'all keep trying to keep me quiet. Why don't y'all want me to speak? What the fuck is y'all hiding? Like, be for real. Just let a nigga know. All I'm saying is Blue need to come and get me. We could both be chairman at the label, writing music for our baby mothers. What's the difference? Tell me, what's the difference? I'll wait. This is what y'all fail to realize. Roll up the sleeves for this one. This is what the fuck y'all fail to realize. This is my life. This is my life. This is just a storyline for y'all. This is just something that y'all wake up and y'all be like, damn, dummy. Look what's going on today. For me, this is what I wake up to every morning. This is what I go to sleep to every night. Wake up and smell the coffee. Like, come on, bro. Like, Hey the World TV, you dead fucking wrong, bro. And everybody that keep reporting my live, y'all dead fucking wrong. Why? I'll wait. Tell me why y'all keep reporting my live. I'm reading. I'm reading right now. I'm waiting. All I'm saying is, what y'all fail to realize is Chrisean Jesus Porter was born in Baltimore, Maryland. Right or right? Right. All right. Cool. Stay with me. 2. Y'all got me sweating. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here, y'all. Got me sweating. It's getting hot. Hold on. Gotta come up out this hoodie, man. It's getting hot. It's getting real. Woo! It's hot.
But yeah, what y'all failing to realize is this is my life. This is just entertainment for y'all. All I'm asking is for us to hold adults accountable. If Junior is not my son, I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that. Right or wrong? Right. Any father on here, any real man, stand-up man that potentially has the privilege of being a father would want to make things right and would want to know if that's his child. Yeah. Around that time, Blue know what's up. Chrisean was back and forth from what? LA to Baltimore. LA to Baltimore. Y'all know that. Every single last one of y'all know that. She told y'all out her own mouth. I'm not here to expose nobody. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all, oh, why is Tasiki and Sean not cool? I'm not going to tell y'all that. I'm not going to tell y'all that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I want to know if Junior is my son or not. I got a family. My last name Kane. It's a possibility that after me, my family name won't go no more. I'm the last Kane. And this could be another Kane. But y'all want to override that possibility with the fact of y'all saying, oh, Chrisean this, Chrisean that, Blue this, Blue that. If y'all know anything and y'all have any morals and principles as a human being, hold that girl and hold that man accountable and let me have a seat, draw my blood, swab my mouth, take my hair. Real shit. Holla at me. Like, that's all I'm going to say, yo. And I'm going to say this to you, Carlissa. I know everything that you going through. I know everything that you going through. Me and my family went through all that shit. I caught a body behind this shit. This shit real. This shit is real as it get. I caught a body behind this shit. A nigga dead behind this shit. I spent time in LA County Jail behind this shit. I spent time in LA County Jail behind this shit. All of y'all watch my family have a GoFundMe for me in 2019. All of y'all. Every single last one of y'all. Watch my family have a GoFundMe in 2019. And now y'all trying to play dumb like, oh, a nigga ain't get smoked behind this shit. Y'all niggas know it's cancer behind this shit. Stop fucking playing with me. Y'all get this shit fucked up. For real. This ain't that. And I'ma show y'all niggas something. Every one of y'all bitch ass motherfuckers wanna keep playing with me. I'ma show y'all something. This what y'all want? Come get it. You know what the fuck it is, nigga. Profit, nigga. Young Ronnie.
To Ronnie and rest in peace. So clearly there was someone after Ronnie. There was someone trying to silence him, and it wasn't BlueFace. BlueFace and Ronnie got along. If you look online, you don't see any beef between BlueFace and Ronnie. BlueFace was actually telling Ronnie, like, yeah, you are the father. And Ronnie was saying, yeah, I am the father. So they were cool. They didn't have any real beef or anything like that. It seemed as if they were on the same accord when it came to who fathered Chrisean Jr. The only one that wasn't on the same page was Chrisean. Chrisean needed Ronnie to go. This is another reason she didn't want him around, because BlueFace and Ronnie got along. This makes things worse for Chrisean. It would be easier if they were beefing with each other, because then Chrisean wouldn't have to worry about Ronnie getting too close. So to Chrisean, it was dire that Ronnie goes. Chrisean thinks she's out of the woods, but God is not done with Chrisean and all of this blasphemy that she goes around here and does. She feels because Ronnie is deceased that the DNA drama is over, but it's only just begun. Did y'all peep how recently Chrisean was fooled by BlueFace and BlueFace's father? BlueFace and his father, Jonathan, took DNA from Chrisean Jr. right in front of Chrisean so that they could conduct their own DNA test for Chrisean Jr. Peep this next clip. Sean, God does not like ugly, and you couldn't be uglier, inside and out. BlueFace wants a DNA test for the baby. This is the reason Chrisean left. This is the reason Chrisean got into it with BlueFace, because they stole DNA from the baby without Chrisean's permission, and this is what made the jump off. Remember, when Chrisean did the original DNA test on Zeus, it was without BlueFace. He was not around. They collected BlueFace's DNA and went and took a test with the baby while she was still pregnant with Chrisean Jr., and she gave BlueFace the results. Now, BlueFace is doing it on his own. He's going to get his own DNA test so that he knows that it is real. This is why Chrisean is freaking out. This is why Chrisean is now angry. This is why Chrisean went from bringing the baby around so that he could be around his father and saying that BlueFace is his father, to now she's saying this.
Y'all hear though? He does need a father, not Blue. He do not need Blue. He do not need Blue. Blue need him. Blue need me. I need a real nigga. And that's why I f*** with one. And that's why I got stomped out. Only reason why I left LA, because I could tell motherfuckers trying to put me in jail. Or put me in a position to fail, lose. It's just something. It's like, because God got something for me. And I could feel it, I could hear it, and I could taste it.
BlueFace played Chrisean, and she deserves it. She thought she was coming back into the fold and everything gonna be good, blase, blase. No, not at all. He tricked you to come around so that he could see for himself if this baby is truly his or not. Let's get into that. This is all exploitation. You want to talk about exploitation? Let's talk about it. Lemmy from Zeus allowed Chrisean to drink on camera while pregnant. He documented the majority of her pregnancy and watched her destroy a fetus. Chrisean was on baddies while she was pregnant, helping people get jumped and whatnot. Why even put a pregnant person in that type of environment? They documented all of this chaos. That is exploitation. Imagine if Lemmy and the producers told Chrisean, we cannot film with you until you have stopped drinking. We cannot film with you until you take tests weekly to prove to us that you are not drinking. We will do a breathalyzer with you before every shooting of the day. If you cannot do all of that stuff, then at this point in time, Chrisean, hit us up when you have delivered the baby, on and so forth. No, they did not do that. They kept the cameras rolling. They documented the destruction of a mother destroying her baby. Chrisean had the conversation with Taseki about Taseki doing certain things to her when she was a child. Chrisean had Chrisean Jr. in her arms. There was no reason for Chrisean Jr. to be there besides Taseki not putting her hands on Chrisean because she had the baby. But what if Taseki didn't have enough restraint and decided to still put her hands on Chrisean? What if she decided to do that? That would have been documented. We would have watched two sisters destroy one another while the baby, a disabled baby, was caught in the wildfire. But Lemmy has the nerve to cut Chrisean off because she's not following the rules on baddies, because she's not swinging on everybody every 5 minutes and whatnot. She decides that she don't want to do it anymore, that she didn't want to get into it with certain people. She's tired of getting pounded on camera and pounding on people on camera. And now Lemmy's like, oh, you're going against the contract. Is drinking on camera while pregnant part of the contract, Lemmy? Were you encouraging her to do these things while she was pregnant? Oh no? Well, we can't tell because you documented it all. I can respect Lemmy coming forward and saying, we're not working with her as long as she's drinking because she is pregnant. Or we're not working with her because she has a disabled child and she is still basically an alcoholic. No, he's saying, I'm not working with you anymore because you keep going against the grain. What? That is exploitation. They exploited this baby and is still doing it. Lemmy is exploiting everyone, not just Chrisean Jr., but he's also exploiting the Malone family. What happened between Tesehki and Chrisean should have never been on camera. That is not a conversation that needs to be had publicly due to all of the judgment and ridicule that's going to come behind it if it's not explained properly. I can get behind Lemmy having Chrisean have a show of her getting her life together, her taking the baby back and forth to the doctor, her showing the progress of the baby. We are here for that. That is not exploitation. That is documenting a process that a lot of mothers and fathers go through with having disabled children. And I really wish people stop saying that BlueFace is a good father or that BlueFace would be a better match to have Chrisean Jr. BlueFace is not a real dad nor father. BlueFace is a bastard with tattoos on his face. What child has BlueFace raised? I'll wait. Actually, I won't. He hasn't. He's been in jail the last 2 years, and his last kid is around the same age of his jail sentence. Whom Jaden Alexis on her own is raising. I would rather people say that Jaden would be a better parent and more suitable for Chrisean Jr. than a BlueFace. BlueFace is no parent. He is a person that put his peen inside of a woman, ejaculated, and she had children. Jaden has been the mother and father to her children, not BlueFace. Jaden has kept her kids out of trouble. Jaden has kept her kids back and forth to the doctor. Jaden has kept her kids in school. Jaden feeds them 3 meals a day. That is her, not BlueFace. BlueFace does not give a F about Chrisean Jr. All BlueFace cares about is exploiting this baby. This is why Chrisean was at the release party that he had with his family. This is why Chrisean came back to his house after. This is why he had that baby Chrisean Jr. all on the camera and whatnot. He is exploiting the child. Everyone knows that we feel saddened for Chrisean Jr. We feel bad for him. We want more for him. So what better for BlueFace to do than come out of jail and try to act like the hero, the knight in shining armor in the situation by trying to allude to the world that he really cares about Chrisean Jr. What has he done for this baby besides swab his mouth and hold him on camera that will make you think that he would be better suited to raise a child with disabilities when he can't even raise his own average children? He pops in and out of their life. BlueFace parties, hangs out, and sleeps with women all day. And when he has 2 to 3 hours of free time, he will chill with his kids. Again, he is chilling with them. He has Carlissa do the majority of his responsibilities because she didn't do what she was supposed to do for him. And it's no different than his father. Neither one of them were real parents to BlueFace. In order to be a good parent, you have to see it. Whether it's your biological parents, your foster family, your guardians, you need to see someone adequately raise a child in order to be able to do it yourself. We do what we are taught. So if your baby is sick or you were sick and your mom or dad took you to the doctor and whatnot, that's what you're going to do. But if your parents weren't around doing that, if other people were doing it, then that's what you're going to do. So when his kids need to go to the doctor or anything that's actually important, then Jaden or Carlissa or somebody like that is picking up the responsibility, not BlueFace. BlueFace. Chrisean Jr. is the type of child that will be in and out of the doctor's office, in and out with specialists and whatnot. Do you really feel like BlueFace is capable of doing any of that? Absolutely not. He said while he was in jail that both of his baby mamas basically abandoned him. Who says that when you're in jail? It's easier being in jail than being out here in the real world, having to raise children, etc. So if anybody abandoned anybody, it was you, bitch. It was you, BlueFace. You abandoned your children by going out here getting in unnecessary trouble and getting locked up in prison for 2 years. What does that have to do with Jaden? What does that have to do with Chrisean? It has nothing to do with them. All of you are placing what you should be accountable for on other people. Why does a baby mama have to hold you down while you're in jail? Although Jaden was sending money, all type of stuff. Why does she have to hold you down? Who's holding down her and her kids? Who? If she's looking out for you, who's looking out for them? He care about this baby, but he's taking illegal swabs of him because that's illegal. You need the mother's consent, the guardian's consent to do any of that stuff. And he sneaks behind her back and does it when he knows this is not your son. You don't need a DNA test to tell you that because you was already handed one and that one didn't say that you was the father. So that lets you know everything that you need to know. If anybody should be trying to get a DNA test, it should be Chrisean. And if she's not trying to get one, then just leave well enough alone. This is just another way for him to exploit Chrisean Jr. It's like leave him out. People want to talk about exploiting and making money off of this baby. They are doing that. If they left him off camera and left him out of the conversation besides just stating his condition and how he's doing, then people couldn't make these videos and whatnot. Chrisean walking around with his baby like he a doll and whatnot. He's not. He's a human being and he needs to be treated as such. She wants to dress him up and play with him like he's a toy. He's not. And this should be being taken seriously because what's going on with this baby is so much serious. I don't need to know everything that's going on with him, all of his health concerns and all of that. I can see him physically and it's concerning. That is enough for me. Imagine if they completely left the baby out of the conversation. People would be less worried. We would. All of us would be. But it's the exploitation. Chrisean dragging the baby to the airport recently because she said that BlueFace stomped her down. Where was Chrisean Jr. when this was happening? Where was he? Outside? Down the street? No, he was probably right there. If that situation even happened, the baby was right there. So this is very toxic. The baby needs a stable environment. I don't need to be a doctor to know that. Like, are y'all okay? This poor baby's life has been chaotic since he has been born, and he does not deserve this. He needs to be removed from this situation. He needs to be removed from BlueFace, and he needs to be removed from Chrisean. They don't deserve this baby. They use him, and they set it up for people online to be able to ridicule him and say all of these nasty, derogative things about a poor, innocent child. So no, I will not let up. I will stand firm and I will do everything in my due diligence to make sure that this baby gets help. I don't give a goddamn who watches my video. I don't care if I get 1 view, 2 views, 3 views. Oh, well, there are plenty of people doing content on this baby and they're not viewed. And I appreciate that they keep going because that's not what it's about. I truly care about what happens to this baby. How he's treated matters to me. This is why I started doing these videos in the first place. Who am I to sit around and watch the treatment of this kid? Every time I see him, I get emotional. Like I'm truly saddened. Like I want to get in my car and go and do whatever I can to help him. But that's not an option. So I can make videos. I can let people know what's going on. I can let them see the treatment and I can let them see why people feel the way they feel. Do your research. There are TikTokers and people on Instagram and YouTube that literally cry when they watch videos of Chrisean Jr. and I feel their pain. So this is why I started this. Check my background, check my record, watch my other videos. I've done plenty of awareness videos. Some of them have gotten hundreds of thousands of views and some of them have just gotten 2,000-3,000 views. I don't care. When it's about something important, I will put my best effort towards it. And this is important to me. So this is what I'm going to do. I appreciate all of the support. I love all of the parents that are concerned and that come in here offering a prayer and a good word for Chrisean Jr. because that's all we can do at this point. That's it. We can do nothing more. So I love you all. And until the next video, make sure you subscribe, like, comment below, and let me know what you think. Until then, pray for Chrisean Jr. and we will not let up until the baby is in a better situation with better people.